ये जीवन कहानी उस महान व्यक्ति की है जिनकी स्मृति में यह स्मारक निर्माण किया गया है।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम
संसार दावा नलनीहलोका त्राणाय कारुण्यं घन घनात्वं संसार दावा नलनीहलोका त्राणाय कारुण्यं घन घनात्वं प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणनवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं।
In the last part, we saw in Los Angeles, Bhaktivedanta Swami writes books, opens a temple, and Sankirtan flourishes. Now, further.
Swamiji, you must stay longer. Your Harinam party has yet to visit the outlying districts of Surat.
You have been so kind in keeping us here. Everything is arranged so nicely. Even though there is inconvenience, you have been going on giving more and more. This is Vaishnav culture. You have been very tolerant with my disciples. They do not know our culture so well.
That is not so important. You have done wonderful work. They are all great souls. You have brought them to the feet of Lord Krishna.
So you are all feeling some ecstasy.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada. It's unbelievable the reception we're getting.
People here are so wonderful, Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, when Krishna and all his incarnations come, they choose to come here, in India, not New York City. Now you have also come to remind all of us Indians how nice Krishna consciousness is. I have seen that generally Indians like to imitate anything from the West. So when they see you, young Western boys and girls taking up their culture, they will again take it up themselves. I have a big plan. That is to establish big centers in all the major cities, beginning with Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, and so on. So, we are leaving for Bombay tomorrow. The next year I must leave for Malaysia. So Tamal Krishna and Shyam Sundar, I think you can stay back in Bombay and fix up a temple. What do you think?
Oh, Mr. Sexaria, our life member has given us some leads. There's a house on Warden Road near the ocean that he says is really nice. From there, we can find a more permanent situation.
Yes, you do that.
The truck is here. Let's go, come on. Oh, the elevator's not working. Come on, let's take the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, take it to the side.
Hey, careful.
Yeah. All right.
I'll sign for it.
Whoa. All right, slowly. Wait. Okay. Okay, put it down. Just put it down.
Krishna.
All right. There you go.
You cannot take those boxes inside.
But Mr. Mehta, these are deities from Jaipur.
Put them down. Now open them.
We can't open them here. What's the problem?
We have had complaints.
I know about the kirtans and we've kept them quiet.
There is suspicion. How you keep chanting so long? Some people say it is from drugs.
Yes, sir. I can assure you that we stopped that before we joined the movement.
No. I have to check. They will not be allowed up unless you open the crates.
All right, I'll open it.
Jai.
Jai Shri Shri Radha Ras Vihari.
Jai.
All right, that is enough.
You're so beautiful. Prabhupada, this is the land that Mr. Nair was telling you about.
Krishna. Srila Prabhupada, this land is quite far from Bombay, and transportation isn't so good. Once I took a train here to make a life member, and there was a 1-hour delay. It's also crowded and dirty.
I know. I have been here before. When I was living in Scindia colony before going to America, I used to come here occasionally to read Srimad Bhagavatam to Sumati Muraji and her guest. Her house is there.
Hare Krishna, Hare
It's
Krishna,
not that bad,
Krishna
right?
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
All these apartments are occupied, Srila Prabhupada. And the present tenants, they have the right to stay here for the rest of their lives in their apartments. Even if we owned the land, there'd be no room for devotees or for the deities.
On my way home, I would pass the same property, and I often thought that it would make an ideal place for a temple.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare.
This is the prasadam from Sri Sri Rasbihari in our temple here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Keep it in the kitchen. We will have them later.
It's still fresh.
You have a very nice house here.
Yes. We feel fortunate to be here in Juhu.
I also like Juhu very much. The property you are selling us, it is attractive also. But we frankly don't have so much money. My disciples and I have dedicated ourselves to carry on this Krishna consciousness mission. Whatever little money we collect is from the selling of our books.
Yes, I have seen your books. Your Tushta Krishna has shown me. I'm considering becoming a life member of your organization.
I see.
And I think it would be an honor to have our land utilized for a temple.
Yes, we want to build a first-class temple that will attract both Indians as well as foreigners. We will have a guest house, restaurant, school, an entire spiritual community.
And how much you offer for our property?
2 lakh rupees as down payment.
And balance payment?
The balance is 14 lakh rupees.
But our property is worth much more than that.
They are not ordinary buyers. They are preachers. They are spreading God consciousness.
Yes, this property will be used entirely for spiritual purposes. We can pay the balance in regular installments. We can give you 50,000 rupees immediately and another 50,000 rupees in 2 weeks.
Okay, but when I receive the second payment, then only you can move on to the property.
Yes, that is fine. When I pay the remaining 100,000 rupees,
yes,
you have to give us the deed.
Oh, sure. No problem. As my wife said, this is nowhere near to what our property is worth. But since yours is a very noble cause, we agree to your offer.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Don't forget to put my warm socks.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada, by leaving now, you're going to miss the mango season.
Preaching in the snows of Russia is sweeter than any mango.
I've heard there's hardly any food there.
If Krishna wants, we can fast. What do you say, Shamsundar?
If I'm with you, Prabhupada, I know that Krishna is taking special care.
So, Now 1 lakh rupees has been transferred to Mr. Nair.
Yes, Prabhupada. Yesterday we completed the second payment.
Very good. Now we are entitled to occupy the Juhu property. We can vacate this apartment and shift to the Juhu place.
Well, of course we could, but there's no facility there.
Immediately arrange to erect some tents and chatais and put some tarpaulin huts.
Prabhupada, we're Westerners. We need running water and a certain standard of cleanliness. Why don't we build proper facilities and move in 6 months?
Don't you want to become purified?
Well, yes, of course, Srila Prabhupada. The devotees will tolerate those conditions. What about the deity service? We won't be able to maintain the same standard we have for Radha Ras Bihari.
Just do your best, and the Lord will understand. On my return, I want to arrange a cornerstone laying ceremony for the new temple. When once the deities are shifted to the property, it will be very difficult to move them should there be any complications with the conveyance.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, I guess we could. What do you think, Giriraj?
Yeah.
Now the problem is, Messrs. Charter Investments want the down payment for the Juhu property back. And they won't stop harassing you until you have returned the money.
Rao, can't you put an end to this? I have heard it too many times.
You have heard it too many times, my dear, because you have invited the trouble. You hold their down payment and you have defaulted. You have cancelled their agreement, not them.
So? What are they going to do about it?
Well, for starters, they have filed a lawsuit against you in the Bombay High Court.
Just to make sure they don't win that suit.
And how do I do that?
Well, my sales agreement with Charter stipulates that they should get permission from the government to subdivide and use the land. Make sure they don't get that permission.
I see. I see.
Krishna, please establish yourself as the proprietor of the Hare Krishna land in Juhu, so that nobody can remove you. Please remain there, and I shall build a beautiful temple for you.
Hari will take these. Careful, careful. Slowly. Alright. Yeah, I got it. Alright. Yeah, watch out with the head. Watch out with the head, yep. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Okay.
Keep this window closed, it's too drafty.
Drafty and stuffy in here.
But my books are getting wet. If you want fresh air, please leave the door open.
Listen, open that window before I tear it off.
Haribol, please be quiet.
Hey, the drain in the shower's blocked up again.
Hey, you come and stand under here.
I'll fix that right now.
Oh, Krishna, what the heck?
We have selected this Bombay city to construct a gorgeous temple for Radha and Krishna. Bombay is the best city in India, and the people here are also spiritually inclined and opulent as well. So my request to ladies and gentlemen of Bombay, especially those who are our members, kindly take part in the activities and make it successful. Our movement is based on Bhagavad Gita as it is. We don't interpret. Try to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is. Make your life successful and then broadcast this message all over the world. People everywhere are suffering for want of this knowledge. Human life is meant to be educated in God consciousness, and this is a center for that education. Please participate and make your life successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. This is Giriraj Das Brahmachari.
Haribol.
Do you know him?
Actually, he came to our home some days back, but we are not formally introduced.
Is that so? Mr. Giriraj is our leading preacher in making life members. His father is a very rich lawyer in America. He offered Mr. Giriraj $1 million if he would keep away from the path of Krishna consciousness. But he has refused.
Oh, he's very determined.
Yes, I'm a very poor Indian. I cannot give these boys and girls riches, nor can I provide them the facilities they enjoyed in their motherland. Yet they are following me because they have seen that this Krishna consciousness is something genuine. Mr. and Mrs. Acharya have offered to be my host during my stay here on Hare Krishna land. Please take very good care of them.
No, that won't be necessary. It's our pleasure.
Here's our devotee, Hans. He's from Holland.
Krishna.
He's an architect. I have requested him to help us design the temple and the guest house here.
Oh, I see. Very good. Prabhupada, if you will please excuse us, we have to pick up our son from school.
Okay. Take some prasadam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, tomorrow I'm leaving for Australia. From there to Japan, and then to the United States. Can you manage this project?
Yes, Srila Prabhupada.
Good management means you have to do whatever is needed. You have to collect another 64 lakhs of rupees to complete the project.
64 lakhs?
Yes.
I don't see how we can do that, Srila Prabhupada.
We cannot do it, but Krishna can. Just depend on him. There is a lot of money. We must use our intelligence. How to get it for the service of Lord Krishna. There are so many influential and wealthy persons in Bombay who can purchase one of our guest rooms for life. They can use the guest room for some days in a year. You try this idea first. I will give you more ideas, okay? Hans.
Srila Prabhupada.
Lord Krishna has sent you here to design a temple for him. You have to do it sincerely, and you need not be afraid. See this. I want you to make a design like this.
How big, Srila Prabhupada?
You can draw on this paper. Now come on, let's go. I will show you a place where you have to work. This is Hans, an architect from Holland. He's drawing the designs for the temple in Hare Krishna land. This is Prajuman,
Hare Krishna.
Sanskrit Pandit, and Sham
Hare
Sundar,
Krishna.
my secretary. Now, you can sit here and do your work.
So, Giriraj, how was my assistant Gupta?
Oh, he was very helpful at Hare Krishna land.
He's a good man, you know.
Yeah.
Very good man.
Yeah, he organized the hired laborers so that we could clear the fields on the property, and that way we could have our panel program.
Yes. Actually, I wanted to attend that program, but I had no time. My wife went there one night and she really enjoyed the program.
I was surprised at how nicely you devotees are worshipping the deities.
Yeah, everyone really appreciated how beautiful Radharas Bihari looked. Even more beautiful than in the Akash Ganga apartment temple. Now that they have their own land, they're more effulgent than ever.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, well, the attendance was not as great as it would have been in downtown Bombay. Only 500 people came that night. But Srila Prabhupada was satisfied, and it's a beginning.
They were serving prasad to hundreds of people.
Yes, Panchajavita got 5 tons of dal, rice, and flour donated. And the devotees usually cook khichdi and give out free prasad every day.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Did you take prasad there at Hare Krishna land?
No, I wanted to get some from your Prabhupada. He was giving halwa from the deity's plate. But there was such a crowd around.
Yes, that's a common feature at the program. Even well-to-do businessmen and their wives are eager to receive that Mahaprasad from Prabhupada's hands. So, Mr. Nair?
Yeah?
According to the original agreement, now that we have paid you the full down payment, 200,000 rupees, we're supposed to get the deed from the land from you. So Srila Prabhupada has asked me to get that.
No. No. I need to know that you people have the ability to pay me 2 lakhs per year as per our agreement. You need to prove your financial credibility. As yet, I have no reason to think that you will be able to do that.
Yes, we can do that. We can show you our audit, and besides that, there's so many life members who can vouch financially for us. And I can make regular payments as installments toward the yearly 2 lakh payment.
Okay, then you give me your auditor's statement and begin immediately with payments towards the 2 lakhs. Okay?
But Mr. Nair, what about the deed?
Deed is not a problem. Deed will be there when you will fulfill all the requirements. How can you expect me to execute the deed when you have not proven your financial credibility? This is not fair. This is not reasonable. Don't worry. Don't worry. You do your part, then I will do mine. Okay? Okay?